Palace at the Etihad. 7:15 kickoff. Sunday. It's live on Sky Sports. That means I'm 3.5 minutes behind you. Lee Mason's the referee. So the doubts, we've got doubts at Ake and Laporte. Confirmed outs are Garcia, Aguero and Palmer. So the squad is as follows. Ederson, Stefan, Walker, Cancelo, Stones, Diaz, Howard Bellis and Bet, Zinchenko, Mendy, Rodri, Gundogan, Fernandinho, De Bruyne, Silva, Torres, Mahrez, Foden, Sterling, Jesus, Nemecha and Delap. That is the squad that will be facing Palace. So, predicted lineups. Shall I go first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm playing 4-3-3. I've got Ederson, Cancelo, Stones, Diaz and Mendy. I think Cancelo will keep his place over Walker. I'm going to go for Rodri and Gundogan and De Bruyne, Foden, Sterling and Jesus. Okay. Yeah. So what do you think of that, lads? What are your thoughts on that? Should we start off in the back four? Dan, what are you thinking? Do you think Zinchenko is going to retain his place, or do you think he's going to drop for Mendy?
I don't even think that. I think Cancelo will play left back, Ruben Diaz, John Stones, of course, and Walker will fill in right back with Scott Carson in goal. I just seen Tom. I was just waiting for that person. Hang on, what? No, back four: Cancelo, Diaz, Stones, and Walker.
No shout for Mendy then.
Nah, I hope not. Anyway, I'm sick of him now. I know he wears the blue shirt. I just can't be doing with him anymore.
Dave, what are you thinking?
See, I'm thinking that we might keep the same team as last night, but potentially change Mahrez for Sterling, and everything else will stay the same. I'm very much, as you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We kept a clean sheet. Brighton gave us a decent game.
Yeah.
But I think we played well. I don't think anyone deserves really to lose the spot. But Sterling needs some time. He's fit again. Needs some confidence. I think if we start Sterling, then I think he might chip in with that goal. Oh, that would be my hope. So I probably got that completely wrong, but only change I'd make is Mahrez for Sterling.
All I'm thinking is on the Wednesday following, we've got Villa at 6 o'clock kickoff, so there's only a couple of sleeps to rejuvenate the squad. I think there's going to be changes. I'm like you, Dave. I think you play your strongest team possible every game, and then you drop one if someone's injured, needs rest time, etc., etc., etc. But I think with the squad we've got, I think he's got to rotate, and I think he's got to give a couple of players match time. And I really do think he'll start Sterling just out of pure arrogance. It's not really arrogance, is it? I think it's not really the right word, arrogance, is it? I don't think. But you know what I mean.
In the back foot, I think he'll choose Walker over Cancelo on the right hand side purely for the fact Crystal Palace have got quite a bit of pace up front in Zaha plays on that front left hand side.
Yeah.
I don't think Cancelo would deal with him very well.
Mm-hmm.
So I think for that reason, I think that's why Walker would start. Maybe Cancelo will play left back.
Good shout. Yeah, I like that. What's your thoughts on the starting three, lads? Up front, I mean.
I take it's a given for the midfield three then. The Gundogan, Rodri, De Bruyne.
It's got to be Ante. It's got to be Ante. Any argument to stick Fernandinho in there?
Yeah.
I think Fernandinho will start against Aston Villa, and they'll put him in there to see what he's like against Luiz. Add those two in there and see what the stats are like, because Villa are a good team. Villa play well and they are fluid. I think it'll be a good test to see what sort of match day stats, running, distance cover, positioning that you can get out of him in comparison to Luiz. I think it'd be, to see the two on the pitch together at the same time. I think that's where you see whether or not Luiz has got what it takes to maybe step up to that position. We all know we've got that right back. I think that's a good chance for him to play there and drop Rodri and stick him in that game. If I was a manager, that's what I would do. If I was thinking outside the box.
Yeah. Do you think he might want to somewhat man mark Grealish as well? With Fernandinho is such a clever player. I think he will start against Villa, and I think it might be a bit Walker, as well as.
I think Walker could deal with Grealish all day. To be fair,
You think?
I don't think Grealish he's good, but I don't think he's got a better beating a Walker. Walker would have kicked up and down for fun in the England training sessions if they've had him. You know, he would have. He ain't getting past him for pace. He ain't cutting inside on him, I don't think so.
Yeah.
How do you think the game will play out, lads?
Cagey.
About Crystal Palace. There's something about us playing Crystal Palace I don't like. I never had.
I brought it up last night with Tom saying they remind me too much of Blackburn at Ewood Park. They're just that bogey type team. You know it's going to go one way or the other. In the past few results against them haven't all been in City's favour, have they? It always takes me back to that Andres Townsend absolute worldie.
Great goal, actually.
And then that was it 2-2 or 1-1 a few years ago. A couple of years ago when they had a penalty in like the 91st minute, something like that, and Milivojevic missed it. Always scrappy. Is it at Selhurst Park? Oh no, it's at home, isn't it? That gives me more confidence actually.
I think if there's ever a team we play and if it's we're due an iffy game, and it takes a team to have a really good game and win and beat us at home, it's always Crystal Palace. They've always got that in them. They have that in them to play out the skins when we don't turn up and it's an embarrassing result, you know, or a draw. You know, the Crystal Palace game's a harder game for me than what Brighton was or will be, or had been.
Yeah. I think if Hodgson watched last night, which he probably did, you know, I wish more managers would set up to give us a game rather than just putting the players behind the ball. And, you know, as Tom said, they potentially could have walked away with a draw last night. If Hodgson's taken anything away from last night, and it's the same every season, these teams who show up and have a go at City and put us on the back foot a little bit, they have a lot more success. Even if they lose the game, they don't tend to get an absolute battering. So, you know, if he's telling Zaha and Townsend, you know, whoever else, like, go and have a go, could be a bit more of an open game. Very confident in our defence right now. You know, I can see us doing better with a team that's maybe not as good defensively. I think Palace have shipped quite a few goals this season, haven't they? Yeah. That we could have quite a bit of success if they come out and try and have a go at us.
There's one player I think will sneak under the radar, and that's Eze. He is a talented young lad, and he's the unknown Phil Foden in my eyes. He's very quick, he's very clinical, and he dribbles like he's been doing it for years. Not Harry Kane style, obviously, but he knows how to get a ball around the player and still find the back of the net, and he's going to be a pain in the ass at the weekend.
Well, you're looking at Palace in the league. They're not pulling up any trees, are they? They're 13th. They won the last match. From the last 5 games, they've won 1, drawn 2, lost 2. So we need to. This is every game's a must-win game for City, obviously. But this is, we need to be careful here. We need to have our best defence. We need to have everyone absolutely firing all cylinders, and we need to take our chances. We need to, massively. Like Dan, it's like what I said last night, and like what I said against the game of Birmingham. We need to get that first goal early, calm things down, and then just keep going at them. Because obviously, as soon as we get that first goal, they'll come out more. They'll come at us more and give us the opportunity to take them on the flank and get the.
I think especially because they had the same kind of moment that Southampton had when they got pasted. Was it Southampton got beat 9 and Palace got beat 7 off Liverpool recently, didn't they? But they've got pride to play with, and they won't want to be on the end of another pasting, which, you know, it's quite possible we could do that. So they are going to be tight. They're going to be rigid. They are going to be, you know, heavily drilled in positional 2 banks of 4 all day long. So it needs to be a tough game for that in that respect.
So, let's go for your predictions, lads. Brian, let's start with you.
I'm going to say we're going to win 3. It's going to be 3-2. It's going to be a tight 3-2 win.
You think we'll concede 2
goals? I'm going to give away a clean sheet against Palace here, 3-2.
Oh, Dave, what we thinking?
God, I hate saying this because I know I'm a bit of a voodoo, but I think we're playing so well defensively at the moment. I'm going to go 2-0 City.
Oh, you predicted a win?
Sorry.
Oh, God.
Dave. Dan.
4-1 Palace to get the first goal.
I don't think I've ever heard you say another team's going to score.
Well, it's been that long since I didn't predict that Watford 8-0, and I've sort of given up on these realistic scorelines of 7 or 8-0.
Well,
The team doesn't seem to want to listen to me, and they just seem to settle for 2 or 3-0. So I'm getting a bit bored of it now. So I thought, Sodom, we'll concede first, and then we'll score 4.
we need to get Mystic Meg Laney on it. I'm just seeing if he's online right now, and he's not, because he always gets the score right, particularly if he's not putting a bet on.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he wasn't very happy about that, was he? I do want to have a reminder to him that he did predict for Pep Guardiola to get sacked as well, so all his things don't come true.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's I do have a chat to him about that in a couple of weeks.
And what's this one? He's got a big bet with Halifax, right? Isn't there some tattoo bet going on at the end of this season about something?
Yeah. What was it? I can't remember what it was.
Whoever wins other than City the league, they have Halifax has to get Laney has to get the tattoo of the manager who won the title with whatever team it is. So if United won it, he's got to get a tattoo of Ollie on him.
It's not happening, is it?
No, God, no, it's not going
on. And what does Halifax have to get tattooed? Because he's got a pretty bad one as well, I think. If he loses the bet.
I'm pretty sure Halifax said something very sweary and thought it with no way. If I remember right, I can't remember what the bet was. We're going to have to find out, because I'll tell you what, we're going to stick him to that. What was the show, lads? Do we remember? We need to use that for future benefit.
Yeah, it was a while ago. But I tell you what, Laney will definitely remember.
Yeah, he will. Right, we're going to settle up now, lads. Anything else to add before we shoot off?
Yeah, I mean, I think I just want to add that, and we've talked about this a lot on our Discord too, but I would like at some stage for us to have a podcast special about Aguero, and let's talk about this legend and his 9 appearances this season, just the 2 goals. I know it's not injury related, but he's out again. Probably not going to see him until end of January, beginning of February. Out of contract at the end of the season. I think we should get a big MIB special going on, and just let's have a chat about what we think is the right thing for this legend to do. For himself, for the club, for the fans, because it's a biggie.
So that's got to be one before the end of the season, then, hasn't it? That's got to be sort of February, March time. We need to be doing that. So that's a special Blues. I like the idea of that very much. Dave, can you remember that? I'll forget. If you can remember and prompt us, we'll get a nice Thursday night, an hour or so set up for doing that. That'd be a good one.
Definitely,
statistic one. Anything else to add, lads?
Yeah, he's a bit overrated, though, isn't he? Let's be honest.
He's done all right.
I'd like to add quickly.
38 million for that. What a load of crap.
He's no Wilfred Boney, is he? Let's face it.
I'd just like to add, we've been watching the social medias and stuff today. It's nice to see Jason McAteer ruffling a few feathers for the weekend.
What's he said?
He has said Man United are in a false position. And obviously now the bandwagon has started. Who is the Jason McAteer? And it's funny to see.
Oh, I love that.
He's right, though. Let's be honest.
And wind each other up.
Oh, brilliant! Yeah, as long as those two destroy each other, we're okay. We'll just keep in the background, slowly chipping away. Come on, City! Come on, Blue Boys! Big game on Sunday. We'll speak to you then. Thank you for watching. Right. Thank you. Please subscribe to Facebook. If you're listening to this on a podcast, it literally takes. If you're listening to this, if you've taken the time to listen to this for the last hour or so, it'll take you 2 minutes to scroll down on your phone and leave us a 5-star review. Honestly, if you enjoyed this, please leave us a review. They do help us massively reach more Blues like you. Thank you very much, everybody. This has been the Manchester's Blues Show. Good night, lads.
Night.
See you till we die.
Bye-bye.